So I found this adorable perfume bottle, and we're gonna cast it in silicone. I've got the glue gun ready. This will be where it's going to be formed. I'm just gonna run a bead of hot glue right around here. Set it right down in the center, like that. That's it for the glue gun. Let that set up for a minute. While I finish mixing, I'm going to do 4 ounces, so that's 2 ounces of the white and 2 ounces of the green. Get ready to stir. All right, color is consistent. It feels thicker. So this is ready to pour. I have a spare mold just in case I made too much, but I didn't want to make too little either. So here we go. I'm going to pour from up high to break as many bubbles as possible. Wasn't sure how much it was going to take. Looks like it might be just about the right amount. Oh my goodness. I don't think I could have asked for any more. That's just about perfect. Okay, well, we don't need to worry about the extras. Just get the rest of this out of this cup, and we are ready to let it set up and demold and have something to try out for tomorrow. There it is. Glove for 2, just to make sure I'm not getting fingerprints on my brand new mold. They can be extremely touchy, and you can mess them up by putting the oils from your skin on the mold. There it goes. Woo, we did it. Looks like it's very good and shiny. You can see the little hearts right there. Guys, I'm setting up my craft room silicone mat that I found on Amazon. Okay, friends, we are all set up. I ran a line of painter's tape around the edges so that... And moving on to our main project, while I wait for the last few drops of my Part B to drip down in, I went ahead and covered the parts of my mold with the Rolio resin pigments in azure, gold, and copper. And now we're trying out this sparkly flake from Amazon, if I can get it open, which the container was extremely nice. I hope that all the glitters and stuff come in like this, but here it is. As you can see, it's very thick. It's like almost like a slate, not a slate, a shale type of rock. So we're adding 3 tongue depressor sticks full into the mix just to see how it falls, how it accepts it. What I am noticing already in this bag is lots of debris. It's like they swept it off of their warehouse floor and threw it in a bag. So this is what it's looking like, and they are very thick flakes. I really like that part of them, but as you'll see here in a moment, what I don't like is this. This is gross. That is debris. That is sticks. I don't know what else is in there. I will not be purchasing this again from Amazon, and ew, just that's kind of gross. Anyways, that's about 6 popsicles, tickles. Pardon my brain. That's about popsicle. Oh my lord. 6. Okay. Anyway, 6 popsicle sticks full. Now, what I did on this mold was I added the resin down the side of the mold to help stop the bubbles, because that little ball at the very top of this perfume bottle is going to hold a lot of micro bubbles. So pour your resin down the side, squeeze very well, try to get rid of as many as you can ahead of time, because when you see the end product, it does have some micro bubbles. But I still really enjoyed this project. So moving on to the perfume bottles that I found on Amazon and colored with the Rolio at the very top there. These, oh my gosh, you guys, when they're finished, I cannot believe the result I got on these. So yeah, we're gonna add in carefully and slowly. Gonna add in the resin. These, especially the tiny one, took hardly any resin at all, and it looks really, really nice. So just gonna keep on adding in the resin, watching for a dome. I didn't want to dome it too very much because I wasn't 100% sure, pouring it for my first time, how far I could push it. So you can see me just really carefully taking the popsicle stick to add that resin in instead of pouring it just straight on. So here's the end result, you guys. Do you see any bubbles? I don't see a single one. And after I unmold these, not a single one that I could see. The only thing I got wrong was I touched the medium-sized one and put a fingerprint on it. Oh well, that can be sanded off. But look at this. I am so pleased. And that was from just using that Pixis hand mixer versus mixing the resin by hand. Not a bubble in sight. It looks like glass. I am thrilled with this one. And the tops are a little different, but they're kind of cute. I suppose you could put, different things up in the top to make them glittery and stuff. Here's the medium one. Not a bubble. I did get a little fingerprint on the back of this one, but it can be sanded away. And then the big one. Not a bubble. Oh, I definitely think I'm going to start using that Pixis hand mixer for this. Here is the demold on my perfume bottle that I cast out of the silicone. So it's a little tricky, but it does let go here in a second. There we go. Boop. And pretty. Everything showed up just how I hoped it would. And yeah, micro bubbles around the top of the little circle at the top, and a little bit around the neck of it, but I'm pleased with it. Now let's look at the the icky slate stuff in these pumpkins. Again, I'm not going to reorder those. I might throw it in a project that just needs some space taken up. But ew, disgusting. Sorry, Amazon, but that product is disgusting. You can see the flakies. I did put glue in here and they did not stay afloat. So there's that too. This golden pumpkin though, wow. Rolio, your gold is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. So here I added it to my little fridge magnet. I just pressed it on there, and because it was still almost a little tacky, it stayed. So I'm just gonna leave it because that looks really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna put a flood coat on this and seal in the top, and wow, fridge magnet. Really big fridge magnet, but still. Here's our final results, everybody. Here's the original on the right and what I cast on the left. There are the perfume bottles, stunning, and the pumpkins. So, thank you everybody for joining me today, and if you wouldn't mind, please press the like button